Alright, so here we are. This is Windows 11. This is what it looks like again. The only thing I've done to this, I've copied over a few files which I need to use. I've installed Wondershare Firmware X because that's the thing I use for screen recording. And I have updated all the drivers. So that's all I've done. This is a fresh install of Windows 11. So the first thing I noticed when I came into this was that Microsoft OneDrive automatically started to back stuff up without me even asking. Now, this could be good for some people, but for me, it wasn't great. I know how to control my backups. I do it my way. Now, I would have much preferred if they asked, would you like to back these folders up, or actually give me the choice of choosing which folders to back up. When I went onto the app, it started backing up my entire desktop, my entire documents, everything was going to be backed up. Now, to me, that's a downside. It just seems really intrusive. Like, tell me you're going to back stuff up. And if you're not sure if people know what backups are, explain what a backup is and why it's important. Don't just automatically start doing stuff. As this is going to be a first impressions video, let's jump into this one. First, I do like this new background. Very simple. It looks very clean, very elegant. What I don't like, the text is a bit hard to read down here. It's very, very simple thing, but hey, I might as well point it out. Let's go from the left. The icons, I love the way these icons look. They look very more macOS-esque-ish and Linux, Elementary OS maybe, or Zorin OS. It looks very much like that, and those are my two favorite versions of Linux. So looking very good. Down here, this big white bar, I guess I see why they've done it this way because it's very contrasty. It's very obvious as to where it starts and stops, whereas the transparent thing might have been a bit iffy. And I do think that there is shadow behind it, so it's just a lot clearer as to where it starts and stops again. The start button, I just need my start menu back over here. I'm going to show you guys in the next videos how to go ahead and do that, but I don't like this center thing. If the center thing is going to be there, I shouldn't have a physical start button. I don't know if that's a bit weird, but if it's going to be there, it needs to be a floating menu, a floating taskbar with only the icons and not the actual taskbar, and it shouldn't have this. Now, I'm sure there's a way to remove, like, I don't need these first four things. These don't seem like things I would use. I've always turned them off in previous versions of Windows. Won't need those. I do like the bright, contrasty look of the apps. So that's a benefit there. And that's my video editor running, my screen recorder, I mean. Here, I have, nothing has changed here really. So these are exactly the same icons they were before. They might look a bit more punchy. Here I can choose between my two languages, I guess, and it tells you what the shortcut is, which is Windows flag and spacebar. Now, ideally, which one do I need? Ideally, I want mine to be stuck on that all the time. I don't want to be going back and forth, so I need to find a way to actually uninstall this. Maybe if I right click, no, nothing happens. Next to that, I have my Wi-Fi, my sound, and my battery percentage. Now it's grouped all of these together. It's okay, it's functional. You go to Wi-Fi. I like the fact that it has an arrow to show the other Wi-Fi is available, and it doesn't just go straight to showing the entire list. But it is grouped. Bluetooth not connected, airplane mode, accessibility, alarms only, battery saver. I'm plugged in now, so there's no need for that to be running. Here I have my calendar. Well, it doesn't actually have my calendar. I didn't know that. So I guess I have to. So these are my notifications then. Okay. So I just installed a few things. As I mentioned, I just installed my screen recorder there. I'm gonna clear this just to see what happens. Okay, it just clears it. And I'm going to click off this again and click on this, right? So I still have to, even though there are no notifications, I still have to click on the up arrow, yep, to get to my calendar. Looks fine, looks smooth, looks clean, very simple. Hopefully this one integrates with Google Calendar as well, because that's the one I use all the time. And over here, oh, that's the same thing, all right? And over here, we still have that hotkey area for the show desktop, I'm guessing. Yeah, show desktop, that's fine. Right, now the file manager is something I really wanted to look at, but before I get there, let's see if I can actually remove some of the things from this taskbar. So normally you right click on the taskbar and you have quite a few options, but this, I like the rounded corners of these, by the way. That looks quite nice. I like the animation. It just comes from wherever. I think in Windows 10 it just popped up as quickly as it could. I do like the smoothness of the animation here. Click on taskbar. Okay. Yeah, here we go. So these are the things that I don't want. So let's just turn them off one at a time. Yep, and they disappear from the menu as well. But the start button is still there. Okay, that's fine. I'm probably going to move that all the way over here. We're not going to focus too much on that. I like this new settings app. So this is, let's go to system. Yeah, this is new setting. This looks very, very Android-esque again. Very colorful, very bright, very nice material design. I like this. Very neat, very clean, very neat. Let's see what Windows Update looks like. This has always been an eyesore, I think. It's just as much text as you can fit in however many lines. Oh, yeah, nothing's changed. But it looks a bit better, actually. Not too much, but it looks a bit better. So, oh, this shouldn't be the case. I already have this firmware update and I'm way beyond it. So I'm going to make sure I don't download that one. Okay, I'm going to close this. I'm not going to go too deep into this video. Where else? Oh, let's check the file manager. So click on that. Brings up the file manager. Oh, nice animation there. Let's do that one more time. I like the fact that the icon actually sinks in before this pops up. So let's do that one more time. So yeah, nice animation there. And this is basically Zorin OS. This looks exactly like it would on Zorin OS. Very clean, very simple. I like the new colors. I definitely do like the new colors here. I don't have anything in downloads, or well, I do have one thing actually. Yeah, I like this. Very, very clean. This has been cleaned up a hell of a lot. In Windows 10, this was the messiest thing, and I hated the way it looked. Very simple. You click on something, yeah, these. So when nothing is highlighted, these, as they should be, they're grayed out. When you do click on something, let me try copying 7-zip. I have to install that anyway, so let's copy that. See what happens. Does anything happen? No, because I have to then paste it. I should know this should be the paste icon. Yep, paste icon there. You paste it. Oh, this is desktop, right? Yeah, I like this. And as you can see, the status here shows whether this file or folder has been backed up to OneDrive or not. I am going to cancel the OneDrive backup completely because I don't want this feature working. I don't want to use OneDrive. What else can I look at? Yeah, this is very, very clean. This is very nice, very flat, very good looking. Oh, nice animation there as well. Okay, let me try snapping left. Yeah, like that. Oh, it seems a bit jittery. It might just be my laptop is not powerful enough, but yeah, I like that. Snap left, snap up, snap down. Yeah, I like that. This is nice. The aesthetic of this operating system is good. This is what Microsoft needed to do a while back. It is looking very modern now. Let's go to settings actually and see if control panel looks the same. Let's see settings. Control panel, or let's see. Let's see control. No, it doesn't come up here. So let's just go control panel. Control panel always had this. Oh yeah, still legacy. Okay, fair enough. This is all the way back from Windows Vista or Windows 7. They've changed the icons, but it's more or less the same thing. But that's fine. The settings app has had a very nice, clean revamp. I'm not going to go through everything now. I'll do that in a separate video. This is just my initial impressions. A few people online were speaking about the rounded corners and them being buggy. So let's have a look at that. Let's see. Oh yeah, I see what they mean. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a problem. That's definitely a problem. So when you move your cursor towards the edge, it doesn't actually show the arrows until it goes way past the actual edge. Because as people online have been saying, I've read a few articles, the detection doesn't occur for the rounded corners. It's still occurring for the straight edges, which is not the end of the world. Because honestly, for me anyway, I use shortcuts for everything. So okay, let me close this. When I'm opening my what's this called? My file explorer, I do Windows flag and E for echo, bring up my file explorer. When I'm snapping left, I never actually do this. I just snap left, and let's open another one. So when I'm snapping, I normally just snap left with that one. This comes up, I press enter, I snap to the right. That's how I normally do it, but I can see where the annoyance would come from if you're someone who is used to resizing stuff manually. Oh, that's a bit jittery. Okay. I am screen recording as well, so that might be why. Okay. Let's close this. Let's close this. Let's see what's on the start menu actually. Yeah, so the start menu itself, I don't like the way this looks. I, like most people, have fallen in love with the traditional to the left start menu. This looks functional. This looks perfectly fine. But for me, this has to be to the left. It's just how they've always done it. It's how I want it. It's how I like it. And that's it. They've installed quite a bit on here. I don't have Facebook. I don't have Instagram. I don't have TikTok. I don't use Prime. Clip Champ. Don't know what that is. That's probably a screenshot tool, I think. Maybe. I don't use Disney Plus. I don't use Spotify. I don't play Solitaire. I don't use Office. Like the only thing I'm going to keep on here again, as I've mentioned before, is probably Mail and Xbox. Everything, maybe settings as well. Everything else is gonna go. So in the next videos, I'm gonna show you guys probably how to remove stuff, how to arrange stuff the way you want. But let me actually see what the uninstall section looks like. Maybe I can right click here. Yeah, uninstall. Okay, no, I don't want to do it that way. I want to go to the actual, in Windows 10, I used to do programs, add or remove programs, control panel. Oh, this is nice. This is different as well. Yeah, they've done a good revamp, I would say. Not everything has been changed, but they've done a good enough revamp. I don't like that my details are being shown here in the top left. I'm going to try and block that in the video, but yeah, I don't really want that there. Maybe I can move it. Let's see if I click on it, what happens. Okay, I'll figure that part out later on. I don't like that it's just always been shown. Maybe my image should show, but not my name and my email address. That's a bit too much, I think. All right, what else? Yeah, so that's it. First, it feels snappy. I do have to say, it feels very snappy. I do like the animations quite a bit. I haven't dived into the OS to do any benchmarks. I probably won't do any benchmarks because it's so new. Because Windows 10, I didn't do a benchmark for that one, and I don't want to keep going back and forth between the operating systems unless this one breaks in a way that just makes it completely not usable. I'm going to stick with this. I do really like the new file manager. It looks really good, really simplified, really clean, really flat. That's what we needed. Let's see task manager. Control Alt Delete. Go to task manager. It's more or less the same thing. I don't think they've changed. Yeah, I can see the annoyance now because I went straight away for the very edge and it didn't do anything. I had to move it just a bit more. But fair enough. More details. Yeah, legacy. Exactly the same thing. I'm not expecting them to change everything, but stuff that they can change to make it look better, I think they should. This could have been changed, been updated a bit more, but it is something that's functional and it's easily updated, so not too much of an issue there. What else? What else can I mention here? Yeah, it looks good. It feels good, solid. I'm glad it's a free upgrade because if I had to pay to go to Windows 11 from Windows 10, I would be on Windows 10 for a very long time. Windows 10 features will be coming to Windows 11 with future updates. So for people who use the software for businesses or whatever, and they don't want to make that leap because they're worried about stability, don't worry too much. I would say just keep your Windows 10 as up to date as it makes sense. I mean, your IT admin will tell you what's best anyway. But yeah, that's my first impression so far. I like what I see. I like how it looks. I like how it feels so far, but I haven't dived into the operating system properly. I haven't installed the stuff I want to install. I haven't moved stuff around. But let's see how that works out. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. More Windows 11 stuff coming. Peace.